Hello, hello. It's 7 p.m. on Thursday. I was on vacation last week, and this week coming back has been interesting. You know, you're getting back into the swing of things after having relaxed a little bit, which was very nice. Went away to Mont Tremblant, which is a couple hours away, and had a lot of fun and relaxed and got to reflect. And coming back, it's now Thursday on the week that I'm back, and I'm kind of like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I think what happens is we get sucked in to this culture of back-to-back Zooms, and it's like Zoom meeting one after another, and it's madness. I'm telling you, it's madness. It's I'm over it. I think, yeah, I'm over it. I think what happened is everyone got really scared after COVID came, and everyone realized that they had to like work to survive. Everyone went into survival mode, and I think we're all in that kind of state of shock still as things start to now begin to open up. And there are some things that we did in survival mode that I'm starting to think about and thinking that it is madness. It is madness. So, let me give you an example. And I mean, you may be one of the enlightened ones who has already realized that this is madness, and kudos to you. You can comment below and let me know how you've been able to escape the Zoom madness of back-to-back Zoom calls. What I've realized is I think I need to take a little break. Take a little break in between Zooms. It's let me give you some examples. So it's like, it's like 8 o'clock Zoom, and then it's like 9, 9:30, 10, 11, 12, and it's like, wait a second. It's like I haven't even, had a glass of water or like performed any bodily functions this morning. And I'm thinking, that's not really worth it. I don't think it's worth it to hold my kidney tight in order just to make it to the next Zoom call, right? So it's a bit tragic what's happened. I think it's great that we've all evolved, and a lot of people have pivoted. Most people have pivoted towards using Zoom and other online platforms and doing remote work and work from home very effectively. But I think for me, I'm realizing that this back-to-back Zoom thing it's too much, and it's even over lunchtime. Sometimes it's over lunchtime. So I'm putting some new rules into place, my friends. I'm putting some new rules into place. I'm gonna go for the 9-11-1-3 model. This is my tried and tested model. When I was in sales, I would try and set up sales calls. I'm still in sales. When I was strictly in sales, I would try and set up sales calls where I traveled around the city 9-11-1-3, and that way I could maximize the time. Yeah, sure, I try and slip another one in here and there, but that structure of 9-11-1-3, what that does is it allows you time to prepare for the meeting. It allows you time to do the follow-up after the meeting. It allows you time to like digest, what happened, what transpired. It allows you to be a little bit, to think and strategize and reflect on kind of what the next best steps are. Is there a little hit on volume? Yes. But the alternative, what I'm realizing now, is that there's a lot of like muddledness. It's like, you're like going through so many different calls, and it's like, what just happened, in some cases. Of course, you're like on the fly. And also what it does is because you're in calls back to back, it like, then what happens is like now you're doing your work, like the actual follow-up to the work, in between or during the calls. So you can see like, my eyes are going down like this, and it's like, I'm obviously not paying attention to you right now. I obviously don't think much of you right now because I'm more focused on what is happening down here because I'm a robot, and then I'm on my phone, and you'll see it's like, like that's phone, that's keyboard, that's phone, that's keyboard, that's me looking at my monitor, that's me on my microphone, right? So people know when you're paying attention or not, right? So I'm all over the place, but I guess the point is, it is 7 after a long day of Zoom calls, so I probably should have done this in the morning, but This is what you got. Enjoy. So, here's some of my rules. 9, 11, 1, 3. I proclaim everybody to try and adopt 9, 11, 1, 3. Maybe this could be like the universal etiquette for online Zoom virtual appointments, or like 9, 11, 1, 3. And the rest of the time, let me work. Like, do the work that I've just promised that I'm going to do for you. So 9, 11, 1, 3. Also, lunchtime. I think, 12 to 1, I'm realizing, like sometimes things get booked in and I'm like, no, time out. I got to go for the walk. I got to eat, like not in front of the computer. My eyes are like dry, burning. I'm sure you're experiencing it too, right? It's like, it's a lot to stare at a screen all day. And so I think as we prepare for the post-pandemic world, there are some habits that we can afford to leave behind, which are some of the ones that I've mentioned. Now, I think another part of this, which is also another interesting facet of this whole hustle, work from home culture, remote culture, is you'll hear sometimes, people say, "Oh, I'm busy. I'm busy." It's funny, a notification just came in when I said that. I'm busy. It's like, yeah, everyone's busy. Everyone's busy. You're no busier than someone else, me or anyone else. We're all busy. So when you say you're busy, you sound like kind of like an idiot, to be honest. So everyone's busy. That's good. That's fine, right? But here's the thing. We all have a choice as to what is making us busy. Right now, I am busy filming this video for you. Is it going to go on my social media feeds? Yes. Are you hopefully going to have watched it this far into it? I hope. If you're still here, thanks. But I'm busy because this is what I want to invest my time into. I want to invest my time into educating, entertaining, and enlightening with you. Selfishly, this might give me a little bit more awareness for my brand as well. So this is what my busy is right now at this moment, right? Busy could be sales calls. It could be calls with vendors. It could be partnerships. It could be meetings to strategize. It could be consultation calls, needs assessments. It could be, it's endless. It's endless the calls you can be on. But ultimately, why I bring this up is because under any of those circumstances, one may be busy. I could be busy on Candy Crush right now, right? So no one's more busier or less busier than you or me. But it's what you choose to do with that time, right? So, are you delegating the right things that you could be delegating? Or are you taking on too much? Are you taking on too much of the tedious tasks when you could possibly work with someone else and you could be sharing tasks and putting the right people on the right projects to get the best return and the most value for that specific project? So, stop blaming Zoom for your inability to manage your time, if you're doing that. Hopefully you're not. We're all busy. You're not the most busy. I'm not the most busy. We're all busy. And yeah, take the time to, make time in your day to perform your bodily functional duties. Drink a glass of water. I say it because every time it's like I have this one meeting with someone who I'm like, I know at this time of the week, they're not going to care if I just run to the bathroom and get a water. But that's not what it should be. I should be like in the meeting ready to go. So 9, 11, 1, 3, no lunches. Thursday afternoons are going to be like heavy work time and less meetings. So is this going to happen overnight? No, I'm going to have to like grandfather it in. Will it stick forever? Probably not. Things will creep in. But I have to make sure that I'm balancing the FaceTime with the work time, the delivery time, the strategy time. Because the time where I'm on the whiteboard or I'm reading a book or I'm doing other things that are not meetings, such as creating this video, it's time well spent. It's time well spent. It's executing. And Zoom is great. It's kept the world going in this time, as well as the other video platforms, if you have an affinity towards those. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in 3D versus 2D. I'm a bit over Zoom. I'm a bit zoomed out. But I will say this. Zoom is not to blame for someone's inability to manage their time, set up meeting schedules. Let's not be late for meetings because we just came from the previous one. Oh, that meeting ran over. It's like, oh, well, I'm not important. Like, you know what I mean? And I do it too. I'm saying this, but I do it too, right? It's like, there's probably people, clients or people on my team that are thinking, hey, like you were like 8 minutes late or 15 minutes late to that thing, and it's like, was that thing more important than me? Maybe not. I don't remember, right? it's all over the place, right? But this is the problem with like the Zoom hustle culture. So, anyways, I think rant completed at this point, but I think we can do better. I think we can do better. And if you believe or want to adopt this 9-11-1-3 meeting times only schedule with me, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., if you didn't get that, right? You want to do that? Like this video, share it, claim to the world that you are going to adopt this schedule that is way more healthy, right? Because you have an hour in between meetings to, sort out what you just got from the previous meeting and to prepare for the next one. How nice would that be? How nice would that be? So I'm sure there's some of you out there that are going to watch this and be like, yeah, Riaz, isn't that obvious? It may be, but I'm learning. We're learning. We're all learning. So that is my proclamation. 9/11/13. No lunch or no no noon meetings. And there you have it. I will report back to you in a few weeks to let you know how this new routine is going, or if I've slipped back because I'm just in that much demand. I need to be that busy. So have a lovely day, evening, wherever you are. Keep working hard, but don't take a break for your bodily functions. And all the best. Like this video, comment, share, and we'll see you next time.